Good morning, guys. What is up? We're starting a new project today, little project, or I should say big project. This is actually, oh, hey Mr. Deer. What's up, buddy? This is actually a big project. I think we're gonna have to do this in sections for the video, but we're building a dog run. And my son is going to be helping me on this. My oldest son is going to be helping me this time, kind of starting to show him how to, build stuff. He's taking welding classes right now. He started taking welding classes last semester, so he's kind of getting into it. So now I'm teaching him, kind of showing him the ways of fabrication. So he'll be helping me on this. As you can hear in the background, we're up to 4 dogs now. That's right, we're up to 4 dogs. Not sure how good of a decision that was, but we're we're dealing with it. But that's one of the reasons why we're doing this is I have an existing dog run, and we're going to put a divider in that to keep the dogs separate. We have two poodles and 2 French bulldogs, and they prefer to be separate because the Frenchies kind of beat up on the poodles, so I think it's better to keep them separate. So we have an existing dog run. We're going to put a divider in that, and then have some doggy doors going into the garage to give them a larger area and to be able to get out of the elements in the winter. So this is going to take a while. We're going to do the divider first, and then we'll have to work on the connecting it to the wall and the doggy doors, and then the whole inside area as well. So come along with us as we go through this. We're going to get the dividers built and installed into the kennel to start with. All right, so let's get to it. Alright, so we got everything cut, got all the 1x1 cut at least. So now we can start to weld the frames and put the wire on. Check this out. Perfect fit up. Oh! Don't think my saw's cutting too straight. I think the angle's changing as I go through my cuts. But it is nice and square, so we'll see after welding with those big gaps. Things tend to move around, so we'll see how that comes out. Good thing this is just a dog run, right? Alright, so we're gonna weld it anyway. All done with one. So yeah, this was completely square, corner to corner, when I started. Now it's 3/16 off because of those gaps. That's how much it'll move when you have big gaps. So just keep that in mind. Try to keep your cuts accurate. Not like me. Don't be like me. Alright, so all done with these. Now it's time to put the screens on. So now we're going to cut the wire to size. Just measure out about 1 inch shorter and then cut it. so all three of the frames are done, and now we need to put the hinges on and the latch. So I'm going to use some sheet metal to put some little squares in the corners to weld the hinges to, just give it a little bit more support, and also the latches. And I put it on the ground like this so that I can lay it out the length that it needs to be, and not end up getting away from that and not having things fit right when I put them in the kennel. So this way, if I got them laid out to the width that they need to be to fit inside the kennel, when it's all said and done and welded, it should fit right in and be able to be welded in place. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. All right. So now we've got it all done, we're going to weld it in place inside the kennel. So we'll see how this goes. So now I got it all welded in place, and it's looking pretty good. I got one little issue that when I unhook the latch, this actually, the whole frame is kind of wobbly, so it moves and bottoms out over here. So I have to figure that out. I'll probably, if the gravel doesn't come up enough to where it can sit on there, I'll have to shim it or something like that, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So now I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna use this galvanizing compound. The wire's all galvanized. It's basically just the frame. All the other parts are galvanized. The frame and the hinges are just steel. So they're untreated and they're not painted or anything. So I'm gonna use this on that. Hopefully, I've never used this before for like an outdoor application. It is gonna be covered, so I'm hoping that it'll be good. I like the idea because it'll blend it all in with the rest of it. In terms of, you know, the whole kennel is galvanized and this isn't, so it'll blend it all together. So I'm hoping that this stuff will be good enough and you know, have a even enough coating to where it won't rust over time, but I guess we're gonna find out. So anyway, that's the next step, and then I got a long way to go on this project. You know, I've got to get it up against the wall here, figure out where the doggy doors are gonna go. Then, you know, cut the chain link and make like a little connector to the wall, put in the doggy doors, and then I've got the whole inside part of it to do. So it's gonna be a while probably before this thing's done, but I'm just chipping away at it a little at a time, and I'm gonna be really happy once it's done, and the dogs will be really happy once it's done, so it'll be worthwhile, but it sure is a lot of work. All right, so we'll see you at the next step here.